As we celebrate Paul Barris's upcoming retirement, we're taking a look back at some of his most important memories, and one of those made him who he is today. Paul had a heart attack at the age of 49, and he tells our Latrice Curry how he knew he was having one and how he bounced back.
A tornado warning is in effect now for Marion County. I was 49, and I said, this couldn't be what maybe it could be.
One of the most critical and dangerous predictions Channel 3 Chief Meteorologist Paul Barris ever made wasn't necessarily about the weather like a tornado or hurricane, but his health. It was more than 20 years ago, and Paul and his wife Sarah were dropping off their oldest daughter at college at UTC.
And I had just a little, it wasn't a sharp pain. It was like, I think everybody's had that type of pain in their chest where you maybe pull a muscle if you're coughing a lot or whatever. A little pain in my chest.
It would go and come throughout the day, not debilitating, but just what Paul describes as annoying at the time. He happened to notice a bottle of aspirin. No big deal, right?
For some reason, she had a little headache and she decided to buy aspirin that day. So on the counter of her apartment, there was a little bottle of aspirin. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, no, this couldn't be but I'm gonna take some aspirin.
The pain went away, but then later.
It's hard to breathe. You feel this pain going up your shoulder. It was my right shoulder at this time. So I told my wife we need to go to the hospital.
They went to the emergency room.
I said, there's no doubt in my mind I'm having a heart attack. It's not indigestion.
That prediction, like so many others Paul has made, was accurate.
And he says, Mr. Barris, you're having a heart attack. I said, yeah, I know, that's why I came in.
Paul can laugh now, but then he was facing a health hurricane of sorts that could have taken his life. Once he recovered, he had lots of questions as to just how this could have happened to him. His cholesterol numbers weren't bad, his blood pressure was good, he didn't smoke, and he exercised. But there's not much you can do when it comes to heredity.
Basically a genetic problem that my cholesterol particles are teeny tiny. I have small LDL particles.
Which is bad cholesterol. Paul later found out that his maternal grandfather died of a heart attack at the age of 49. He's thankful his outcome was different. Paul says he doesn't dwell on the small things and looks forward to something he enjoys even more than the sunshine and nice Tennessee Valley weather. Spending time with his family, especially his grandkids.
Well, yes, we have one granddaughter that lives in Chattanooga, and so we have one real close, so we see her all the time. And then we have another one on the other side of the world that lives in Shanghai with my daughter and her husband.
You got a great family there, Paul, and we want to thank Latrice for that story. There's more coming up Monday when Paul shares his favorite segments that he's covered over the years. We're going to hear about the time he flew with the Blue Angels and even tried his hand at piloting an A-4 Skyhawk. That's coming up Monday on Eyewitness News at 6.